This year's Internet Summit focuses on the roadmap towards Internet accessibility in Sub-Saharan Africa, and the primary focus is to discuss the role of ICT incubators in preventing future Internet accessibility. Let's take you now to Cape Town, where Athi Mtongana is. She's our eyes and ears on the ground. Afternoon, Athi.
A very good afternoon to you, Dudu. Yes, I'm joined by the Group Executive from MultiChoice, Mr. Colin Dlamini. Thank you so much for your time. Now, you've been supporting, or you've been part of the summit now for 2 times consecutively. Talk to us about the significance of a company like MultiChoice being part of such discussions, especially given the population of South Africa that does rely on the internet.
Thank you. Look, for us as a company, it's very important that we support such initiatives. This is a gathering of brilliant minds across the country. We have policymakers, we have people from government, we have entrepreneurs in the room. And for a company that's very passionate about technology and innovation, we felt it's important for us to find a way, in which we can add to the discussions and the conversations that can help us build a better future for South Africa.
You're looking at building a better future for South Africa, but in the context of MultiChoice then, how do you then work around the perception out there that there are these online streaming platforms like your Netflix and the likes, and how do you begin to then tap into that environment, priding yourself as a connector as MultiChoice?
Look, for us as MultiChoice, we've always been innovative. We built our OTT platform called Showmax before even this other streaming platforms came to our shores. And we've seen that, competition is evolving beyond just traditional broadcasting, which is why we now have the streaming platforms. But what's very important is that, we need to have these other streaming platforms become part of the licensing regulatory framework in South Africa so that we can have a level playing field and we can compete fairly.
You spoke about sport, and it's quite a huge deal, not just in South Africa and the continent, but globally. Talk to us about that particular market. You spoke about it briefly during your speech. How will you then be able to grow that particular space?
Look, as the biggest funder of sports on the continent, for us, it's very important that we also protect that investment. And piracy is becoming a real big issue across Africa. And the High Court case in Kenya, whereby, internet service providers were compelled to block sports pirating websites, is a big win, not just for MultiChoice, but it's a big win for creatives and for the whole value chain. Government is losing a lot of money because of piracy. So it's important that even, as South Africa, we put a lot of focus and find ways in which we can have legislative reform to protect the industry against piracy.
Roughly, as I let you go, your plans for the future to digitize MultiChoice, not only looking at South Africa, but I see you are quite invested in the African continent.
No, true. Look, we were just sharing here at the conference that we are becoming a platform of choice for African households to provide not only just entertainment services, but other consumer services that can ensure that our customers are really connected in their homes through products like the DSTV Internet, which we launched last year. We have DSTV Insurance. So we are providing all these services because we know the modern customer is demanding more from us. They're demanding experiences, they're demanding financial services, they're demanding, to be entertained. So we want to provide all of that and become that platform of choice.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Colin Dlamini, the Group Executive at MultiChoice for Corporate Affairs, giving us their take as a company about how they're planning to continue connecting not only the viewers, of course, but entrepreneurs who are here to also participate in the discussions pertaining to the internet, which is a huge deal given the plans for the country to grow the economy. I'll leave it there for now, Dudu. Back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Athi Mtongana.